Day 2. Going 9 miles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if we're gonna have any more views today.
Wonder.
That was pretty nice yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
You always have a nice view, right?
Mm-hmm. It's true. All right. We'll be heading out from the shelter, which we did not stay in. Snack time sure is an important time. Refuel that belly full of energy so we can keep on cruising. Here's where the Virginia Creeper meets the Appalachian Trail. We will be dodging some bikes for you today. Hey, how are you? There's one. Here comes a few more. How are you guys? Hey. And there's Stuffy, the adventure kid, and a little engine that could. We made it 6 miles from the Saunders Shelter. We are going to stop here at the Mountain Shelter for a little break, rehydrate, and some snacks, and keep on pressing on. All watered up, heading back up the hill, and climbing up the mountain to get to our next campsite, about 1.6 miles away. It's been a great day on the trail.
wrote in these like little notebooks, journals, tell them your trail name, and mine is Stephanie. So they use those journals to see how many people got in there and to see how many people have often used it or how long they've stayed there. And we found some delicious wild apples. They were kind of tart, but good. They were teeny tiny, about like this size. They were green apples, and we found those right before we got to our campsite by the hammocks. If you can see, there's mountains in the distance. We walked through that. There's a field near here where cows live. So sometimes we can hear the cows like moo. And on our way here, we saw some scat, dried scat in the trail. So it was really nice. Mom was wondering if this tree will make these other two trees, well, at least one tree, fall over. There was like a really big uphill. It was very hard. Mom was like, and I was like, Mom, I was like biting at her heels, and there's these things called a bear box by the shelters, and it keeps bears from getting into your food. It's metal. It keeps, how do I say this, smelled food from bears, and we're kind of in an area that there's a lot of activity. So Evan's putting the scent around the camp. We're trying to stay as clean as possible, and I think we're going to hang our bags up in, well, some kind of branch. But there's not many around here that are super long. There's a lot of trees out here, and one time we went on the tunnel that there's these beautiful flowers that curve around us. It's like a walkway. It is really beautiful. And tomorrow we are going to do 10 miles. As you can see, I filtered some water earlier. These 10 miles, we're going to go up the mountain, straight up. And we're going to see lovely views, like up there. And you see, it was just a window earlier, like just a window, but in this spot, it's going to be all around us. If you had seen the Bob Ross painting show on Netflix, it's really like a Bob Ross painting come to life. It is gorgeous. It's going to be my first time seeing one of these views. We've seen a lot of, one time on our way up here, we saw deer crossing the road. The fawn went across, and then the mother after us. The fawn was just staring at us. She was so beautiful. And tonight we're going to sleep in our hammocks. Hopefully we'll be warm enough. Last night we were pretty warm. Mama got a 15-degree sleeping bag, and she was still cold. And Evan got my sleeping bag, and I got my mom, so it's like musical sleeping bags. Evan took part of my sleeping bag off. I put my leg out of one one night. And it was, there's young greenbrier around here. I mean, the ones that don't have thorns yet. And they are edible, and they don't really taste much, but they're really good for you. So we were walking along the fields, and there's this thing that keeps the cows from going in and out. It's different from a fence. So there's this like big step that you put your leg over it, and it's very high with about less than 15-pound backpack. It's really hard. So we did 2 of those. It was very high. And around us, it was kind of pouring on us a little bit. So we put on these backpack covers. And something you should know, hikers do not like to say the R word. You know, it's pouring. Let me find an example what the R word is. It's blank, snoring, the old man is snoring, he woke up in bed, he bumped his head, because Daddy and I learned that lesson because he told me the story when Mom said that word, and in 30 minutes it's starting pouring on us. Well, on them.
That never happened.
Well, it did happen.
It did happen.
And
False. It did not happen.
and there's a lot of mushrooms around. They are really pretty. It's just wonderful out here. The food is great. You have to cook on a tiny, teeny tiny stove. You have free-dried fruits are a good snack to eat out here, but you can never leave fruit on the ground because the bears will actually come up to you. And if you have food near you, they will actually eat you and the fruit. So never have your fruit by you when you go to sleep, because bears at night, they'll sneak into campsites and steal food because of people's population. They're also coming to shelters more because people are starting to leave food there. It's very sad. I don't know. I'm the one who pulled it out by accident. All the larvae are about to be destroyed. Some are trying to save it, but they keep dropping. I wonder who made that web that's going to have a delicious meal.
Oh, there's another one. You see that? It came out here by my leg. Just threw it out.
I'm trying to see where they're going.
Save yourself! Dump the larvae!
Did you stick the stick in there originally, Emily?
No, I pulled it, like I tapped it and
Oh, there
then
went another one. That one just rolled off. It wasn't thrown.
Amazing.
There went another one. Somebody's a scallywag. Taking these babies and I'm throwing them out the door. Be free, little babies, be free.